All right, so I've got cards. Look at that. They've got the little flag on it for you.
Lovely.
Lovely. Lovely indeed. Now, they have like little things on it and then what they mean. I won't show you what they are. But so they have a word and then what the word actually means.
Okay.
Now, Chris, you're English, right? Something
British, yeah, but mostly Welsh, but yeah.
Mostly Welsh. Can you, and you probably get this all the time after you say you're Welsh, can you say that, go? Can you say it?
We actually had a conversation about this a while ago.
Perfect.
And then GVizzle was like, oh my God, what is that? So yeah. Clanfar Pasquin Gichugeru Huindrobus like the Cilio Gogogoch.
See? And as you can see, I've nailed the ending. I know it.
Yeah. I think you've done very well.
Thank you. It's the only part that I can remember. So it's just such a cool little fun party trick to have up your sleeve. I think every Welshman should have it up their sleeve all the time. And if I come across someone who's Welsh that can't do it, I think, really?
Not really Welsh then, are they really?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it has to be on the border. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I haven't gone through the list. I haven't. I think I did it once at Christmas with Melissa's daughter, but I haven't really gone through the list that much. But I know that some of them will be like British it'll come from British. So here we go. Starkers.
Naked.
Perfect.
I feel like we should have a buzzer.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to do your buzzers? You can have a zuz. Chris, what's your buzzer going to be?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Meh.
Okay, great.
Okay.
What about this? This is definitely Australian. Not within cooee.
Is it like no chance, not on your life, it's not going to happen?
No, but that's a pretty good guess, I've got to say. It's a pretty good guess. It means a long way away. So it's like, oh, should we get GViz to come? And she's like, oh, no, she's not within cooee of here. So she's a long way away from here. So it's like it's good for us to invite her over.
All right.
Right. Okay, what is a dish licker?
My dog.
Yeah.
Really?
Dog.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dog. Okay. I think this is easy. I'm not sure.
I buzzed in first. I buzzed in too late. I would have lost the points.
Disqualified.
Okay. It's not a well-structured game, guys. It's okay. You can if you get your buzzer rolled at it. Okay. What about cobber?
Oh, meh. Friend.
Boom. It is friend.
I have seen Neighbours.
Wow, you've got a leg up if you've seen Neighbours. You definitely got that.
I've seen Wentworth. None of this comes up in Wentworth.
Right. Okay. But Melissa is obsessed with Wentworth. Like obsessed with Wentworth.
I'm so sad that it's over. I can watch it.
It's over.
It's such a good show. So good.
It's really good. It's like, and it's a remake of an old show, right? So yeah. So Melissa is obsessed with it, and everything. When I say something and she doesn't understand it, she'll always say, well, that wasn't on Wentworth. So is it even Australian? Like, because
not once did I see a big huntsman spider in Wentworth. So I'm beginning to think that's just what Australians use to get foreigners out of the country. Like, don't come visit. All the spiders here are massive.
Yeah.
The huntsmen are real. The biggest relief for me moving to Canada is that what I like to call spider-sitis has gone. And it's only taken 6 months. Occasionally still I'll scan the room when I walk into a room, but like the fact that I know there's no spiders is amazing. And everyone's like, but there are spiders in Canada. And I'm like,
tiny.
This little thing, I had one in the kitchen the other day, but this is like a spider. And I went, it's like not even an ant.
I've heard a rumor, right? And I don't know if this is true because a bloke at work told me about this. Is it a major concern in the dunny when you're taking a crap? And are you scared of funnel web spiders?
100%.
Okay, that is a real thing.
100%.
What?
Yeah.
What is a funnel web spider and where is it going?
So a funnel web spider is deadly. It'll kill you. So you hear a lot about the huntsmen because of their size. Like they're big, right? But the huntsmen aren't going to do anything. They eat mosquitoes. They're actually quite good to have around. They're not going to hurt you, right? At all. Like, so some people just leave them in their house because they kind of do good. But then when you move into like other spiders, like your redbacks, your trapdoors, your funnel webs, that's where the issues are. So they're smaller. Like a funnel web would probably be about that big, right? So it's smaller and it's dark. It's like blacker than night. Like it's dark. And so, for example, like because they're very concentrated in Sydney, Sydney's got the highest concentration of funnel webs, right? And they're like, we'd have to go, like before we were allowed to get in the pool as kids, we had to go and do a perimeter check to see if there was any spiders in the pool, because they can sit in water and they love to swim. And so you'd have to do a funnel web check around the pool. And if there was one, you'd be like, Dad, there's a funnel web near the big step at the back. And you'd have to come get it out. And then we were allowed to go in the pool. So yes, it being in the toilet is a huge, huge concern. Like even here, I still keep the toilet lid down. I still keep things closed all the time. Melissa's like, why are you closing everything all the time? I'm like, I close it because of the spiders. I'm trained to. Like, I'm trained to close everything.
So will it just like, if you're sitting on the toilet, will it creep up and bite you? Or does it?
See, I thought
never, yeah, go.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, I thought it was because it kind of went in your.
Oh, you think it went up the?
Yeah, up the bum hole.
Right. No. It's just like it just likes the semi-wet areas. And if you aggravate it, it will just bite you. So
okay.
Whether that has taken place up the inside of somebody because of the aggravation caused by the act, maybe. I'm not saying no, right? But I'm saying like very unlucky person. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Right. All right. Look, Barbie, we all know that's a barbecue. We're not going to do that. Okay. I feel people know about this one, but they get it wrong all the time as to what it actually means. If someone's gone walkabout, what does that mean?
Meh. I think I don't know, it depends. Like, because the original walkabout, I thought from the Aborigines, was that you go off and then you kind of find yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're kind of having like a spiritual sort of hike for an indeterminate period of time. Right.
Yeah. But if someone had gone walkabout at a party, which is when you colloquially use it, what would it be?
They've either gone off on their own a bit drunkenly, or they've gone off with someone else to have a, Yeah.
Okay, that's good. It was just a general state of being lost. Yeah, just anything lost. But I think, it does come from the original first one, but it is like lose yourself to find yourself, blah, blah. So if you just like, where's Chris? It's like, I don't know, he's gone walkabout. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Somehow I thought it was going to be related to like someone's in the bathroom and you have to go. So you would go walk about outside and just squat somewhere. I thought it was bathroom related.
That's not bad. Like, I feel like you're on the right track. Like, you get the essence of an Australian, like I feel like that's definitely probably in here somewhere, I'd say.
Do you have a brand of bars in Canada or Australia called Walkabout?
No, but I did live in the UK. I did live in the UK for 8 years. So I go there and I hear about these bars and I go there and atrocious. Like I can't. It's the same way I feel about Outback Steakhouse. It's I just think, oh my, it's the worst of the worst. And I have only gone there once in my whole 8 years. That was it, one and done for me. Like, it was appalling.
They're awful.
Yeah. Or I love that Outback Steakhouse is like, oh yeah, I love these blooming onions. Never had one. Never known what a blooming onion is in my entire life. Like, they don't exist. That's not a thing. Stop talking about them. I had a lady once come because I used to be a tour guide and I used to tour Americans all the time. So I'd be stuck head on with the similarities between the countries, all the differences. And she came once and she emailed me before and she said, I'm bringing a present with me. And I thought, oh, okay, well, that's nice. And normally if they bring you a present, it's something from their hometown, like this little trinket from where I'm from. Like, it's like a from me to you, you show me around, I'll show you a bit of my town. not this lady. She bought me an Outback Steakhouse menu,
Oh my god.
which she thought she was so cool for stealing. She was like, look what I've gotten you. Last time I went to Outback Steakhouse, and it was the first time I was fully aware of what was on offer at Outback, what its general vibe was. Before that, it was just something I'd heard. And I was like, I'm going to be polite about receiving this gift. What am I going to do with it?
Yeah.
Put it in the shadow box.
Yeah, put it in the shadow box. Frame it. Do you know what I mean?
A place of honor.
Yeah, and she was like, oh, I can't wait to try all these foods here. And I was like, sweetheart, I don't know where to start. This is not the holiday for you. Like, you have a fantasy in your head of what you think Australia is, and it's going to be burst like in about 20 minutes. Once we get out of this airport, I'm going to burst that right on up for you. So yeah.
Is there like a national dish in Australia, or is it regional depending on where you are?
Regional dishes of Australia. It's no. We're such a simple people that we don't really have. It depends who you speak on and what we think is like a national food for us. I think if you were to ask most people, they would say like an Aussie meat pie and sauce. But then British people will be like, well, then that's just British, right? Like a pie and sauce. But I don't know, Australians have tended to adopt it. But like, that's the best we got. Do you know what I mean?
It sounds tasty. It sounds delicious.
Yeah, I'm a vegetarian, so I've never really had one. But as our national food, I mean, poutine, okay, it essentially is just chips and cheese curds, right? But it's a little more recognizable. Ours is a meat pie and sauce. It doesn't seem very. I don't know.
Everyone knows Portugal for cheese stick and custard tarts. That's what we're known for.
Right.
Everyone has a thing.
But those custard tarts are to die for.
They really are.
Yeah. Like when you find a good one of those, like hold on to the person who made that. That's amazing. But look, some of these are so dumb. It's like bloke, and then it's a down to earth man. I don't know whether it's down to earth. He's just a bloke. What if you were mad as a cut snake?
Are you just super pissed?
Super pissed. You're just very angry. All right, we're moving into some territory now where we can ask 20 questions about this one thing. What's a bottle-o?
A bottle-o?
A bottle-o.
It's
the word bottle. Oh, yeah, okay. You want it in the sentence. Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm just going to the bottle-o to pick up some stuff. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
Shop.
Liquor store?
Yeah, it's a liquor store.
Ah, dang.
So anything with a store, we just add an O onto the end of it. So like a bottle-o, then like a service station, we'd call a servo. It's like bottle-o, servo, something like that, right? Stunned mullet.
Bzz.
Yeah.
I'm going on a limb with this one.
Okay.
Like a headache,
Okay.
hangover, headache, or hangover.
It's just surprised.
Oh.
So like I was just sitting there like a stunned mullet, and she just like walked into the room. I was like stunned.
So the mullet is not reference to a haircut?
No, it's not in reference to a haircut. It's in reference to the fish.
Oh.
I feel really dumb that I don't know that there's a fish called a mullet.
Guys, you are not.
I went straight for haircut, so I mean that's
so uneducated.
The Dead Ringer is in here. Like everybody knows about Dead Ringer. Do they know?
Yeah, there was a movie called Dead Ringer. Jeremy Irons, way back in the day.
Right. Okay. Right.
Yeah, you look alike.
What about piss fart around?
Oh, meh, muck about.
Yeah. To waste time. Yeah, muck about. So there's g'day, mate. There's catch you later, which I'm pretty sure you all know is just goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
What does Sheila mean?
Oh, it's a woman.
It is
sorry, 1 second.
I learned that from the Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
It says we're running out of time, and I didn't know that this was a thing on. Hang on.
No.
So
how much time do we have left?
10 minutes. Yeah, 9 or 10. Huh?
That's sad.
Yeah. So if I stop it now, then I'll just restart it. If I email it to you.
Trace, are you still in?
I'm still in. I got nothing to do. Like, I'll do what you want me to do. If you want me to just do another 9 minutes, I can. But if you want me to go, I can just go. Because I don't know whether you want me in the whole thing or you just want to cut little bits. I don't know what you want. You do.
Oh, this is the Trace show today.
Yeah, we're doing like an hour-long Trace episode.
Oh my God. Like Traceorama or something? I don't know.
Yeah, Traceorama. That's a good one.
Traceapalooza, Tracechella, whatever you want.
Traceapalooza.
Traceapalooza. It is good. I love it on The Simpsons. They did Homerpalooza. So I like palooza on the end of things. Yeah.
I like it too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll email you guys the link in a sec, and then I'll see you in a minute.
All right, ciao.
Wonderful. So the Candiru, also called the penis fish,
Here we go.
is largely a myth. It's about 5 centimeters long and 1 centimeter wide, and if it made it up into the urethra, it would quickly suffocate. But there was only one documented case in 1997, and they have proven that it was contentious. They don't believe that it was actually true. There is skepticism about whether, because they tested whether it would be attracted to urine, and it was not.
I have some
penis fish and your PhDs.
Yeah, they can fuck off. This is why you shouldn't just listen to experts just for no reason.
No, I have a strong case of this the other day. Someone on Facebook who I don't really know that well. I don't know what they're doing on my Facebook. I don't care. But they wrote a sentence which I took as gospel for a week and a half. I almost made a TikTok out of it. And then I realized the truth. So someone had just written, complete stranger really, Rolling in the Deep. I've just found out that Rolling in the Deep is originally an Aretha Franklin song. And I was like, get out. And all I needed to do to prove this was just go to Spotify. So I went to Spotify. I wrote in Rolling in the Deep Aretha. It comes up. I start listening to it. It's old school, like it sounds like old school Aretha, and I'm mind blown. For a week and a half, I'm telling anyone that will listen to me that song is originally a Aretha Franklin song, and I was blown away. And then one day I was listening to it on my Spotify thinking, oh my God, the original is so much better. Like it's so much better. You know, like I'm one of those snobs that's like, you know what, the original is so much better. And then I go into what the album's called, and it's called like Aretha Covers. And she's gone in and she's covered Alicia Keys. She's covered a whole bunch of other popular new songs. And the album only came out in 2016. So I was like, and here I was. But the first thing I did was go back to that original Facebook post to be like, actually, it's not. I had to wait, but I was too late. Someone had already done it. And I thought, Tracy, don't be smug. That's karma right there. Like you fell for that. But I almost made a TikTok on it to be like, I was today years old. No, like there's no point. Like anything that comes out of someone's mouth, like let's fact check people, because people with PhDs still, they don't know anything about fish.
Yeah.
But here's what I think we've done wrong. And sorry, I don't know if we have a younger audience listening to this podcast. I'm going to presume
You don't know either.
Right. But I think maybe we found out about a certain, guy in a red suit around December and some giant bunny with some eggs around this time of the year. I think we found out about them, and then we did something bad. We stopped questioning, right?
Yeah.
There's blue water. It's not true. Penis fish. It ain't true. Aretha Franklin. She didn't originally write that. We've got a question.
We do.
But you know what makes me so sad now is that, I mean, I know that it's not like the fish are self-aware or anything, but there's a whole species of fish that is now being called the penis fish for no reason other than
Imagine being named after that.
it's just a rumor and a myth, and now your entire species is the penis fish. Like, I feel bad for the fish.
I feel if fish could talk, we should do a documentary interviewing them on how they feel about the rename. Like that would be a good,
that
would be like an insider, be great.
Like, are you called the penis fish? It's like, no, I'm Bill. Can you just call me Bill?
Yeah.
And Bill's, it's so unfair. It's been years of this. Like when that thing happened in 97, like everyone believed it. It was a bad time for us penis fish,
Our PR teams got out there. We tried to get ahead of it, but just
what's worse is when the experts came in and they started using the name, and then that's when it got really bad for us.
who's going to listen to the penis fish when they're called a penis fish? They'll be like, oh, methinks they protest too much.
We will now. We will. You know, and the poor funnel web's getting this, you know, he's going, no, he ain't.
So, you know what, my mom...
The ass spider now. That's exactly.
I think we may have just coined a new phrase because, like, my mom, my sister and I would try to convince my mom to do things for years and years and years, and she never listened to us. And then one day she came home from work. She's like, the fat lady at work said I should do this. And it was the same thing we've been telling her forever. So whenever she does something like that, we say like, oh, it's just the fat lady at work. So now whenever someone tells you something that you question, we can be like, is this another penis fish? Yeah. And then we just developed new slang.
I've only learned about the April showers bring May flowers. This is the first time I've ever hearing of this saying.
Really?
It's everywhere. Everybody's saying it. It's on like signs around town. Like
maybe it's a Canadian thing.
Well, yeah, because in our spring is not in May. So why would we say May flowers and April showers? Because we're heading into autumn. So it's not.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. And Chris, you said you never heard it either?
No.
Oh, I guess it is a Canadian thing.
Yeah.
Because spring sucks. It's the only way to make spring less dreary.
Actually disgusting. It is disgusting. Spring, I feel, in Australia is beautiful. My birthday's in spring. It's a fabulous time of year. Like, it's fabulous. It's what spring should be. It's your flowers. It's beautiful. But like, we're not coming out of a winter. We're just coming out of what you call spring.
Yeah. You're springing into spring. Yeah, it's gross. Like, everything is brown and slushy and wet, and there's dog poo everywhere. Like, it is disgusting.
And the trees are like, barely made it. We barely made it through the winter. Like,
yeah, and then you see that like tiny little bud of green. You're like, thank fuck, April showers bring May flowers. It finally comes.
I know Melissa's looking at the trees like constantly. Like, I think I see a bud over there, and I'm like, it looks like death. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't look like it's coming back.
Yeah, trees are a big thing. And then like in the fall, when like I will be happily walking my dog down the street and see that one crunchy leaf on the sidewalk, and it's like, oh, it's all over. It's all downhill from here for 6 more months.
Yeah, it's the raking of the leaves for me. I can't. A dunny. Do we know what that is?
Yeah, toilet. Outside toilet.
An outside toilet. Okay, good. What about a bogan?
Yeah, that's a muppet or an idiot or just an annoying person.
Yeah. Here it says uncultured person, but I'd liken it sort of to like a chav, like a that's how I would link it somewhat. Yeah. I can't believe this is in here. As the ace of spades though. That's funny. Akadaka.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, you probably would have.
It's not coming to me.
Oh, man, AC/DC.
It is. It's AC/DC. On here, it doesn't even say that. It just says Kings of Aussie Rock. It doesn't even explain that it's AC/DC.
I just read about a study. It was performed in Germany, and it was something about like genre and volume in surgical theaters. And they tested different surgeons when they were performing laparoscopic surgery. And when they listened to really loud AC/DC, they performed the procedure, like some parts of it, 41% faster and with 5% more accuracy. Loud AC/DC.
Interesting.
What?
And so when the Beatles were played, they had similar results, but only when the Beatles were played at low volume. So AC/DC high volume, Beatles low volume increases accuracy and efficiency of surgeons.
That's so cool.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a useless piece of information. And now I have to use it.
I love this actually. I want to know.
So
I want to know what the poor performing songs are. So that means like when I'm getting wheeled into surgery, if I hear it, I'll be like, turn this off, turn it off.
Apparently Thunderstruck at high volume was that sweet spot of efficiency and accuracy.
Right.
Interesting.
But I feel like, I don't know, like, what if I'm going in there and they're blaring the Beatles and I just go in, I'm like, turn it down, turn it to a low volume.
You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's bad.
You need to have like a copy of the study.
Down.
There's got to be a copy of the study in your pocket to show them.
I actually think this one is a lot British, actually. Skint.
Oh, meh, poor.
Yeah. Did you know that, GViz?
I did.
You did.
I did.
You say that now, though.
I buzzed. You just spoke over me.
Yeah.
But I don't know that because I know that because of TV and movies. That's how I know that. That's how I know any of this.
Does anyone know how we pronounce the name of our country?
Australia.
No.
Oh, no, Straya.
Australia. Yeah.
Really? Australia. Oh.
It's like this.
Straya.
Australia.
Oh.
There's no
Look at that part.
The Outback. Where is the Outback? Where do you think it is?
Meh. In the middle.
I mean, yeah, but it is just a term for any remote place.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm just going to the Outback. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean you go to the middle. It's just anywhere remote.
So anywhere could be the Outback if it's far away.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can have the Outback in all of the states, basically, but it's just, yeah. I think
So
mainly
we go back to the first one of like, I forget what it was,
not within cooee.
but not within cooee, would be the Outback.
Yeah.
Kinda?
Yeah. I mean, it could be. Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Kinda?
It depends. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we've done there. You've linked them. That's good.
It's a callback.
Cool,
I'm
that's a
trying.
compliment. What's a yobbo? This is a good one.
Can I have it in a sentence, please?
That guy's such a yobbo.
Idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It means like a hooligan. So he's just like, you know, he's the
Ah.
guy who like dacks himself at parties and runs around with his penis fish out, you know, like he's, yeah. Oh,
We've all been that guy.
we haven't, Chris.
No, we haven't.
We haven't. I'm sorry. We haven't.
Moving on.
Okay. Keeping in mind that a telly would be a television, what is a bush telly?
Like a drive-in theater?
No.
Outdoor television?
Just say you're in the Outback.
Meh, a bird feeder.
I can't take your buzzer anymore because it sounds like a sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did it.
It's a campfire. A bush telly would be a campfire.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
It's cute, isn't it? See?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I mean, most Australian things can't be described as cute. Like he's a fucking yobbo. Like it's not described as cute, right? But the bush telly is pretty sweet.
I like that.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? This is a really great one. Melissa didn't know about this at all, right? At all. And I thought, I didn't even know this was an Aussie thing. Maybe it's not. But what is mates rates?
Oh man,
Oh,
that's go on, you do it.
It's like if you were to give like a friend discount.
Yes. You know, Melissa didn't know about this at all. Because when people were coming to do work on the house or whatever, you know, he's like, oh, you know, I can do it for you for cash. And I was like, oh, nice, mates rates. And she'd be like, what does that mean? And I was like, well, that's mates rates. What are you talking about? Like,
What's the rates for your mates?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the name kind of
she had it as such a foreign concept,
the name says it all.
doesn't it? It's very self-explanatory.
It really is.
Really cute but underrated. Oh, this word can best describe me, I feel. A spunk.
Oh, I think that means something different in the UK.
Definitely means something different.
Yeah.
I've heard it used as something different too. I don't
Right. Now I feel bad that I've referred to myself as a spunk. So perhaps maybe we should move forward.
Well, let's find out what's on the card first.
It's just good looking. A spunk is good
Okay.
looking.
Oh,
But you know what it is? It's more of like an old school 80s terms. Like, you know, I'll be like, oh my God, such a spunk. You know, like when you're young, it would be a term to describe someone like that girl's such a spunk, like that.
Yeah, I've spunk in the way I have heard it is spunk.
It's coming out of a penis fish, right?
Yes, yes, it is. But then there's also like spunky, which is like perky and chipper type of personality.
Yeah, that's like the American.
We'd still say spunky for like hot, like she's so spunky.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Well, we say fit. If someone's good looking, they're fit.
I know. Which is hard though, because when I first moved to the UK, again, I didn't understand what that meant. Like, oh, she's fit, and I was just like, she doesn't really look that fit. Like, I don't see it.
Yeah.
Like, not that I mean that's fine, but like I don't see them as a very fit person. Like it's a hard concept. I just moved to the UK and thought I was clearly taking everything very literally. So but all right, yes, I'm all right.
Honestly, I love that. When I work with foreign students and things, you could just see them processing it, and they're like, you say to them, "Oh, you're right," and they're like, yes, I'm very well, thank you. How are you today?"
But wouldn't that be the equivalent of like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Yeah.
It is, but it's something in the way they say it that it doesn't come across like that. And then when everybody asks you in the day, you think, oh my God, guys, I'm okay. I don't know what vibe I'm giving off, that I am in fact fine. So it's like that. Like it's very weird. I didn't know.
Yeah, I think it's like how I think you're right, it's the delivery.
It's just the delivery.
That constant of, hey, you're right.
You're right.
Hey, all right, mate.
Yeah. Down in the middle of the afternoon. No.
Yeah. I thought I was, but you guys keep asking.
All right, there's only a few left to do. What about fair dinkum? Do you know what that actually means? Like if something's fair dinkum.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, yeah, that sounds right, or like,
yeah, it's genuine.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Fair dinkum. Yeah. See, my neighbour's education.
I think you and your PhD.
Yeah.
I actually think we've stumbled across another cute Australian one, even though I don't like one of the words contained in this phrase, but I do like it. Sparrow's fart.
Oh, that's the morning.
Yeah, the dawn. Yeah.
Waking up at sparrow's fart.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing the connection to morning, but I like it.
Well, maybe when sparrows get up, they just need to do a little fluff and they're good for the day. Yeah.
Little fluff.
Struth.
Surprise, I think. Is that course? Struth.
Yeah, struth. It's like here it says an exclamation of shock. But yeah, it would just be using struth. He's done it again.
Yeah. You know? He's talking about his penis fish again.
Look, I've never heard some of these in my life. I've never heard top of the wazza. Never. What? Apparently it means the very best, but I have never heard it in my life. Top of the wazza. A chin wag, I think we know what that is, don't we?
Chris uses that all the time.
Yeah.
Arvo.
Afternoon.
Avocado.
Avocado.
Everyone does. Everybody does. It has the R in there, so it's short for afternoon.
Oh.
And then you can also have Sarvo, which is SARVO, which means this afternoon. So
I'm going to start using that at work and see how people like. Let's meet Sarvo. No, you don't want to meet that. Okay, we'll meet at the sparrow's fart then. That's
perfect. Perfect. Where are we having the meeting? Over by the bush telly? What? Where's that? By the campfire. I've told you. This is good. Okay. Stone the crows.
Oh.
Is that like killed two birds with one stone?
I thought it was like another like surprise thing. Like, oh, stone the crows, mate.
It is. That's exactly what it is. It's another surprise thing. No wuckers. What does that mean?
No worries.
No worries. A furphy?
Furphy?
Furphy. So Furphy. Furphy. This might be a cute one.
Oh, may I have it in a sentence, please?
So I heard this furphy that GViz is getting another dog.
Rumor?
It is. It's a little rumor.
I like
Yeah.
that. I'm learning so many new things.
You just like the rumor.
No, I can't handle a third dog. I can barely
Okay.
handle.
We've got a couple left. There's, if something is cactus, I actually quite like this. I didn't realize it was an Australian thing until I used it, and Melissa's like, what are you talking about? I will use it in a sentence. Oh, I love this alarm clock, but it's just cactus now.
Like background noise, or no, that wouldn't work.
No, is it something
Harmful, annoying.
No, it's when something is broken. It's like, oh, it's cactus.
Ah,
If you've broken something, so you really like a lamp, you're like, that lamp's really beautiful, but it's cactus. I've got to throw it out.
Poor
It's
cat.
broken. Yeah. And we're going to finish. I'll give you a hint. It's food related, and we have already previously spoken about this.
A blooming onion.
It's a dog's eye and dead horse.
Is it the meat pie with sauce?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That's it. We did it. We got through the whole Aussie slang playing cards lot.
That was fun.
that was good. That was good fun. That was, and we've got 8.5 minutes left.
Oh, well, what are we going to do?
Let's just sit here silently. Just
Okay.
Awkwardly staring at each other.
Okay. Is your podcast? What are we doing in the 4 minutes?
We usually just fade to black at the end, don't we?
Yeah, we're not that creative. We just stop talking and then the face
Okay.
run out of steam. We're like,
Okay.